Tranquility is nothing else than the good ordering of the mind. Marcus Aurelius. This quote emphasizes that finding peace amidst chaos comes from maintaining a well-ordered and disciplined mind, a core principle in Stoic philosophy that aligns with the foundations of personal success. Remember to subscribe and press that notification bell if you want to stay informed about future insights like this. What's the worst that could happen? You gain some knowledge. I dare you to argue with that. Let us dive in. 1. Habit stacking. Habit stacking shows up as a potent strategy for creating and strengthening good habits in the complex fabric of human behavior. Let us explore habit stacking as we go farther into the world of habit creation, revealing the way to long-lasting behavior modification and personal development. Fundamentally, habit stacking is the process of tying new habits to old ones so that a series of actions are set off by routines or familiar triggers. Using the idea of associative learning, this method uses our brain's innate propensity to connect related actions to simplify our everyday activities. Finding a current habit or routine that works as a dependable cue for the intended behavior is the first step in habit stacking. As long as it's a regular component of your everyday schedule, this might be anything from brushing your teeth in the morning to brewing a cup of coffee. Choose a new habit you want to include in your routine after you have determined the cue habit. The secret to effective habit stacking is to select new, little, controllable habits that are intimately linked to the cue habit. Little adjustments made over time can help us avoid overload and raise the possibility of long-term success. The idea is to easily include the new habit into your current routine, whether that means having a little meditation session after brushing your teeth or practicing gratitude while brewing your daily coffee. Habit stacking resonates in the teachings of Stoic philosophy with the ideas of self-mastery and discipline. The need of developing good habits and matching our actions with our ideals and objectives was recognized by the Stoic philosophers. By using routine and consistency, habit stacking helps us to create a road towards moral integrity and personal excellence. Leaning on both conventional knowledge and contemporary psychology, let us eagerly and with open hearts welcome the transforming power of habit stacking. Let us use associative learning to develop good habits that will lead us to a life of meaning and satisfaction. New habits piled on top of current routines can lay the groundwork for long-lasting behavior modification and reveal the possibility for development and personal development. 2. Consistency and persistence. Persistence and perseverance are like rock-solid friends on the road to achievement and fulfillment in the vast fabric of human endeavor. Let us explore the great value of consistency and perseverance in developing good habits and reaching our objectives as we go further into the field of habit formation. Persistence and consistency are fundamentally the two cornerstones around which long-lasting habits are constructed. Consistency is the unwavering will to continue in the face of obstacles and failures. Perseverance is the persistent commitment to repeating a behavior over time. These qualities taken together provide the tenacity and resiliency required to overcome challenges and bring about significant change, hence forming the basis of habit formation. Positive habit building is a difficult path full of challenges and temptations. Regardless of outside conditions or internal resistance, it calls for a constant dedication to showing up every day. Persistence and consistency are the antidotes that keep us on track, whether it's the want to miss a workout, eat junk food, or put off doing critical things. The value of perseverance and consistency is maintained in the teachings of Stoic philosophy as being necessary for living a morally excellent life. The Stoics realized that developing disciplined habits and being prepared to put up with adversity in order to achieve lofty objectives are prerequisites for real self-mastery. Being a person of consistency and perseverance allows us to match our actions with our goals and ideals, therefore creating a roadmap for our own development and self-actualization. How, though, can we develop perseverance and consistency in our day-to-day lives? The secret is to be accountable for our promises, to make reasonable action plans, and to have defined goals. We can advance daily and gather momentum over time by dividing more ambitious objectives into smaller, doable steps. Encircling yourself with encouraging groups and consulting mentors can also offer priceless assistance and inspiration along the road. Persistence and consistency are, in short, not just admirable qualities, but also necessary instruments for bringing about long-lasting transformation and realizing our greatest potential. We can develop good habits that result in more success, happiness, and contentment if we live our daily lives as examples of these virtues. Thus, let us take up the task with open hearts and unflinching resolve, understanding that anything is feasible given consistency and perseverance. 3. Habit reflection. Among the daily commotion, habit reflection becomes clear as an essential technique for developing self-awareness and personal development. As we negotiate the complex terrain of habit development, let us explore the transforming potential of habit reflection, which clarifies the process of self-discovery and reflection. Known by other names, such as self-examination or self-reflection, habit reflection is the process of critically assessing our actions and habits to learn more about our beliefs, aims, and reasons. It is removing ourselves from our everyday routines, carefully analyzing the behavioral patterns that mold our lives, posing challenging questions to ourselves, and trying to decipher the underlying significance of what we do. Fundamentally, habit reflection is a self-discovery adventure, a chance to find the realities that are concealed beneath the surface of our conscious knowledge. It enables us to recognize the behaviors that are benefiting us and those that are impeding us, thereby enabling us to make wise decisions and move proactively in the direction of personal development and happiness. Habit reflection is maintained as being crucial to living a life of virtue and knowledge in the teachings of Stoic philosophy. The Stoics recognized the need for reflection and self-awareness in developing moral rectitude and fortitude in the face of adversity. Habit reflection helps us to match our actions with our goals and ideals, therefore paving the way for more inner tranquility and self-mastery. How, therefore, might we incorporate habit reflection into our everyday lives? Making time specifically for reflection and self-examination, whether by journaling, meditation, or just silent reflection, is essential. In the middle of the bustle and distractions of contemporary life, we can find time for introspection that helps us to see our patterns and actions more clearly and helps us to choose more deliberately and promote good change. Asking dependable mentors, friends, or family members for input can also help us see ourselves more critically and pinpoint areas that need work. Through an open mind and a desire to learn, we might quicken our progress on the road to self-discovery. Fundamentally, habit reflection is a path of self-discovery and personal development, rather than merely a practice. Greater self-awareness, resilience, and fulfillment in our lives can be ours if we approach this process with openness and curiosity. Knowing that real development starts with the bravery to look within, let us therefore embrace the power of habit reflection with open hearts and minds. 4. Accountability partners. Accountability partners become priceless allies in the complex web of human interactions as one moves toward personal development and self-improvement. Let us investigate the transforming potential of accountability relationships as we negotiate the maze of habit creation. By means of mutual support and encouragement, they will illuminate the way to achievement and fulfillment. Accountability partnerships are fundamentally dynamic relationships based on respect, trust, and a common dedication to personal growth. In them, two or more people band together to help one another reach their objectives, hold one another responsible for their deeds, and offer support and direction along the road. The value of accountability partnerships is in their capacity to use the combined force of shared accountability, inspiration, and support. Sharing our ambitions and goals with a reliable partner helps us to establish a sense of accountability and shared responsibility, which strengthens our will to carry out our plans and get beyond any challenges. Living a life of virtue and excellence is emphasized in the teachings of Stoic philosophy as requiring community and mutual assistance, since they offer priceless support, direction, and accountability on the road to personal development and fulfillment. Stoic sages recognize the need to surround oneself with like-minded people who share our beliefs and goals. But how can we develop in our own life strong accountability relationships? Finding the proper partner or group of people who share our values and goals and are dedicated to helping us achieve them is the secret. Find someone who is dependable, trustworthy, and truly interested in our achievement, whether they be a mentor, support group, or trusted friend. Having located our accountability partner, the next stage is to set up precise objectives and guidelines for the collaboration, specifying the exact behaviors and actions we promise to do, and deciding on a mechanism for monitoring development and offering input. Frequent check-ins and meetings offer a chance for encouragement and support from one another, while also keeping us responsible and on course. Accountability partnerships are, at their heart, dynamic alliances based on mutual support, trust, and a common dedication to personal development rather than merely connections. Through an open heart and mind, we can embrace the promise of accountability partnerships and so unlock the possibility of more pleasure, success, and fulfillment in our lives. Let us therefore diligently and intentionally nurture these transforming relationships, knowing that between us, we can accomplish greatness. 5. Mindfulness and intentionality. Philosophers, sages, and truth seekers have spoken through the years of an old wisdom that transcends eras in the great fabric of life. It is the skill of intentionality and mindfulness, which together form a harmonic symphony of the mind and spirit and weave awareness and purpose to lead us on the road to enlightenment and personal development. The foundation of moral living, mindfulness, appears in the Stoic story as a lighthouse piercing the human soul. It calls us to live in the present and gracefully and equanimously welcome the ups and downs of life. For the capacity to see the world as it really is, free from the turbulent waves of want and emotion, is found in the quiet of mindfulness. By means of mindfulness meditation, we set out on a voyage of self-discovery and persistently explore the depths of our awareness. By developing a close connection with our innermost selves with every breath, we solve the puzzles of our ideas, feelings, and experiences. We learn, in the furnace of meditation, to watch without judgment, to calmly and detachedly examine the never-ending flow of our thoughts. But awareness by itself is like a lighthouse in the night, showing us the way but not leading us. We may use mindfulness's transforming power and focus its brilliant energy toward achieving our greatest goals by being intentional. As our compass and intention, we sailed across the wide ocean of life, determined to find our true north. The invitation of intentionality is to use the force of our words, thoughts, and actions with deliberate purpose, to give every moment importance and meaning. It is the skill of living deliberately, a holy dance of vision and deed in which every step is filled with meaning and clarity. By deliberate goal setting, we turn our dreams from unformed marble into concrete goals. When we start along the path of deliberate life, we become masters of our own fate, hammering our reality with a laser-like focus and resolve. With every objective we set, we create a roadmap for reaching our greatest potential by coordinating our deeds with our beliefs and dreams. We shape who we are in the furnace of intentionality, tempered by the furnace of hardship. Intentionality and mindfulness meet along the path of virtue in the Stoic tradition, directing us toward a life of moral perfection, bravery, and wisdom. By means of mindfulness, we develop the mental clarity required to ascertain the actual character of reality, and intentionality enables us to successfully and purposefully negotiate its maze-like depths. Finally, intentionality and awareness are ageless ideas that speak to the core of the human experience, rather than being purely theoretical ideas. They are the lighthouses that point us in the direction of wisdom and contentment, and the road of personal development and self-discovery. May we answer the ancients' invitation and welcome the transforming potential of the present moment as we set out on the path of deliberate and mindful life. 6. Overcoming setbacks and resilience. Resilience is like a wall against the waves of misfortune in the unrelenting march of life, where uncertainty rules and obstacles are everywhere. This unflinching perseverance is a need as much as a virtue on the difficult path of habit creation and personal growth. With its focus on developing a strong spirit and inner strength, The Stoic attitude provides deep insights into overcoming the unavoidable challenges and failures that impede our progress. Fundamentally, resilience is the ability to weather and bounce back from adversity, to rise unabated from the ashes of failure with fresh energy and resolve. When all of the world is pressing down on us human tenacity, the inner resolve is what keeps us going. When it comes to creating habits and growing personally, resilience is the glue that holds our goals to our deeds and helps us to keep going through difficult times. The process of creating new patterns of thought and action and tearing down deeply rooted behaviors make habit formation a difficult trip. Usually not linear, the route is a meandering road full with obstacles and diversions. Resilience turns into our lighthouse in this kind of environment, shining steadily. It serves as a reminder that obstacles present chances for development rather than failures, and that every fall teaches us a valuable lesson in tenacity. Setbacks are to be welcomed with calmness by Stoic philosophy, which sees them as opportunities to advance rather than as impassable obstacles. Resilience cannot be developed without this kind of thinking, since it changes the way we see difficulty. Rather than giving up, we come to understand that obstacles are necessary for personal development. Seneca said, rather correctly, "Difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body." We need first to become deeply self-conscious, aware of our advantages and disadvantages, and have a clear idea of our goals in order to cultivate resilience. Once more, a key to this project is mindfulness. Deep awareness of our ideas and feelings helps us to better negotiate the turbulent rivers of change and direct our path with purpose and clarity. Reframing is one powerful technique for getting past obstacles. This is deliberately changing the way we see hardship so that we see opportunity rather than defeat. We can take use of problems transforming power and use them to propel rather than impede our progress by redefining them as growth accelerators. Development of a growth mindset, as psychologist Carol Dweck put it, is another essential element of resilience. According to a growth mindset, intelligence and talents are flexible attributes that may be cultivated with work and tenacity rather than being fixed. Knowing that every problem is a chance to improve our abilities and broaden our skills gives us the confidence to take on obstacles. Resilience is also much enhanced by support systems. We can find the fortitude to bear hardship when we have the support and direction of friends, mentors, and loved ones. Together with easing our load, telling people about our challenges and victories helps us stay focused on our objectives. Resilience is linked in the Stoic tradition to the development of virtues including courage, knowledge, and temperance, as well as the exercise of self-discipline. These attributes strengthen our spirit and help us to face life's challenges head-on. We lay a strong basis for a life of meaning and fulfillment when we cultivate these qualities within ourselves. Finally, resilience is the foundation of habit creation and personal growth and is evidence of the human spirit that never gives up. It enables us to overcome obstacles and turn hardship into a learning environment. May we learn from the Stoics and use resilience as a compass in our pursuit of enlightenment and self-improvement as we negotiate the complex dance of change. 7. Inviting Stoic reflections. The practice of Stoic reflection appears as a light of clarity and tranquility in the middle of the turmoil of the world over the great stretches of existence. Let's embrace the ageless wisdom of Stoic philosophy as we set out on a path of self-discovery and inner change, taking cues from the past to help us negotiate the challenges of contemporary living. Based in the ideas of virtue, self-awareness, and resilience, Stoic reflection provides us with a route to a deeper knowledge and acceptance of both the outside world and ourselves. It is a meditation and introspection technique that helps us to develop knowledge and inner peace in the face of life's ups and downs. Fundamentally, Stoic reflection exhorts us to accept things as they are and to find strength in our capacity to face hardship with fortitude and dignity. It teaches us to find comfort in the depths of our own being and to release the things that are beyond our control, therefore releasing ourselves from the oppression of outside events. I can attest to the transforming potential of this age-old technique from my own path of Stoic reflection. I have sought for direction and inspiration in the ageless wisdom of sages like Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, and Seneca when I have been hesitant and doubtful. I can still clearly recall one specific incident, a flash of tremendous awareness. At the height of a personal crisis, I was struggling with anxiety and doubt and not knowing how to meet the obstacles in front of me. I found comfort and advice in Marcus Aurelius's works during those difficult times. Immersion in his thoughts on the nature of adversity and the value of resiliency in the face of adversity brought me clarity and calm. I came to see at the same time that although I might not be able to change the events in my life, I could change how I decided to react to them. Taking courage and fortitude from the Stoic virtues of wisdom, courage, and temperance, I made the decision to confront my problems head-on. Ultimately, Stoic contemplation has turned into a lighthouse for me on my path to self-awareness and development, providing comfort and direction when things are dark and unclear. Inspiring people to start their own path of Stoic reflection and find serenity and wisdom in the midst of life's storms is my hope in sharing my own experiences and thoughts. So, my dear seeker, I cordially invite you to travel with me on this path of inner development and self-discovery. Let us together embrace the ageless knowledge of Stoic philosophy and develop a life of more significance, fulfillment, and meaning. For other material like this, subscribe to our channel, and let's go on a Stoic introspection and personal development trip together.